types of pre-workouts. They all work the same to me. This one's actually from Walmart by Equate. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but I like it. I only do like a scoop. And then usually when I come back, I have like, I don't know, lately I've been liking plant-based protein, so I like Vega, and I like organic protein. This one, chocolate or vanilla, is pretty good. I like both of these because it don't make me feel like bloated, and sometimes the whey just is too much, but this one tastes really good, and like I said, it's plant-based, so I usually use these 2 scoops of this after my workouts. So those are the 2 things I mainly use, and then I take my vitamins, of course. That's pretty much it. Right, so the only other thing that I do is the Alani New Super Greens. I always try to get a scoop of this in every day if I can. It pretty much has all the superfoods that you need, like spirulina, goji berry, so much organic, kale. They have just so many things in here that's actually really, really good. So sometimes I just mix it all in here with 2 scoops of protein, and I use my collagen, which I go through this but it's a necessity, y'all. Collagen is so important. So usually I mix these and 2 scoops of protein with water and ice, and I shake it up, and it's actually really, really good. And I'm getting everything that I need for the day, and along with my vitamins. So that's pretty much what I've been taking so far. Yeah, so that's it. All right, guys, so I just got to the gym, the LA Fitness or Esporte, whatever they're changing it to. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to hurry up and get a full body workout in. Probably gonna do some arms, some, deadlifts, leg press, just things, compound movements. So I'm probably trying to, I don't know. I'm trying to only be in here for like 30 to 40 minutes. So I'm trying to get it done. I have been following this Sweat app, which I'll put it somewhere on the screen. It's a really good app. They'll show you everything you got to do. They show you the movements. They now have a new feature where you can hit substitute. So if you don't want to do that one, but you want to do something else that's going to work that same muscle group, maybe like have a machine or something instead of doing like free weights, you can do that. So I really like the Sweat app. So I've been using that. I'm going to do arms and abs and some leg, because I want to work legs every time I lift. So let me go ahead and get in here and get this done, and I will catch you guys in a little bit. All right.
It was just a misunderstanding. You waited in the rain for hours, and I couldn't say the right things. No, I checked your number twice, then I went home. But I wanna let you know that, yeah, everything about you makes me smile. I wanna be your best friend, your best friend. I wanna be around you all the time. You don't understand, you don't need to worry. I meant everything I said, you don't have to search no more.
This is the waist trainer that I got from Amazon. I think it's called Mermaid waist trainer. I think this is in a size small or medium. So this is what I'm gonna wear while I lift and work out. So
Oh, down low, honey. Oh, down low, baby. Oh, down, baby, give it up. And I want you to meet my parents. Yeah. Now I'm including you in my whole world. With you, I'm so transparent. You tear down every wall that I built up. Now I wanna let you know that, yeah, everything about you makes me smile. I wanna be your best friend, your best friend. I wanna be around you all the time. You don't understand, you don't need to worry. I meant everything I said, you don't have to search no more. Love is all around, so baby, what's your hurry? You don't have to prove us to anyone. You don't need to worry. Oh, down low, shabba. Oh, down low, honey. Oh, down low, baby. Oh, down
y'all, so I'm done with the gym. I'm heading back to the house now, take a shower. Then I'm gonna meet my friends so we can go have lunch because I'm starving. Probably lay out by the pool and try to relax before I have to go to work tonight. So I'll get back on here a little later. Today was a really, really good workout. It was much needed. The steam room after lifting, just like perfect. Now I just need to eat. So I'll get back on here later. Hope you guys enjoyed my workout. But this is pretty much what I do to, you know, get back in shape, and I'm not where I want to be yet, but it's a process, but I'm definitely seeing the change, so I'm happy about that. But later on, when I'm put together a little bit better, I'm going to sit down and kind of tell you guys what I've been doing as far as nutrition. Again, you can follow, you don't have to follow it. I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a nutritionist, so this is just what works for me. May not be the best thing to do, but it's just been working for me. And honestly, with my business schedule, it just ended up happening this way, but it wasn't intentional. Then I was like, oh, this is working, so I'm just gonna keep doing it. So I'll pretty much explain later exactly what I've been doing, and then yeah, I don't know, I'm tired. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Hey y'all, so I know I'm in a different setting. I'm at my friend's house, Ariel. So while I wait for her to get ready, I figured why not get on here, have a sit down real quick and just tell you guys exactly what I've been doing to pretty much drop the weight and, you know, drop the baby fat, tone up. For starters, I'm nowhere near where I want to be yet. I still got some neck fat and some armpit fat. You see that? You see that right there? That got to go. But that's always the last to go. Like, it gains first. Like when I gain weight, it shows in my face immediately. But when I lose weight, it's like one of the last things to go. But you always know I lose weight when my face starts coming up. So we on that journey. So overall, it's really simple. I haven't really been doing anything crazy, like no crash diets. Of course, keto always worked for me. I love keto, but lately I just been feeling like I don't want to deprive myself of anything from between proteins, carbs, and fats, right? So here's what I've been doing, and I just accidentally fell into this because I've just been so busy and I haven't had time to eat. But I've always been an intermittent faster, so I pretty much had an eating window between 12 p.m. and 8 p.m. Okay, so I never really ate in the morning, never really ate late at night. Not really a huge snacker. So what I've been doing the past few weeks pretty much consisted of me not waking up, having coffee, and that's it. I'm never hungry in the morning. So my first meal usually be between 12 p.m. and like 2 p.m. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but it's just what's been working for me. I'm so busy, I'm always on the go, so I'm never really hungry in the morning. So what I pretty much do now, I've been very intentional. My friend Raquel, she's pretty much doing like the Herbalife things with the whole Herbalife products, which I like their concept, but I'm not necessarily going to use their products. But pretty much it's kind of what I've already been doing anyway, which pretty much is, I keep saying pretty much, but I basically just not eat in the morning. I'll have a tea or I'll have a coffee, however I want it. On the way to work, on the way to school, on the way to go to the gym or whatever, I have a whole coffee with my little bit of creamer and my Splenda. I'll have that in the morning. And then I pretty much don't eat until like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, sometimes 3 o'clock. Like, I literally fast. And what I'm finding, instead of doing the 8x12 split, I'm finding that I'm actually fasting longer than 12 hours now. So what works for me is like, I don't want to feel like I'm depriving myself. If I'm craving something, I'm going to eat it. But this is what I pretty much been doing. I'll have my tea, I'll have my coffee, and then I don't eat, but whatever it is that I'm craving, I don't eat like burgers and pizza and stuff like that no more. I like high-end meals, lobster, steak, salmon, rice, like vegetables, garlic, mashed potato. Like, I love a whole meal like that. So I was like, you know what? Let me just try to do something. Let me just eat whatever I want, right? Like within a 4 to 5 to 6 hour window. So now I'm finding that I'm pretty much eating between like 1 p.m. and like 6. I don't eat after that. Okay, so I start fasting again like at 6 in the evening, and I don't eat until like 1 o'clock the next day. So I know it sounds crazy, but this is what's working for me. I start slimming up immediately. So it's a combination of a couple of things. So I don't deprive myself. That's why I don't feel like I'm starving myself, because I've been intermittent fasting for years now, but I eat whatever I want. So if I want to go to a steakhouse, if I want to eat Kobe's, if I want to eat, you know, a whole bunch of seafood, butter, like whatever, I eat a big meal. I mean, a huge meal, whatever I want, okay? If I have my glass of wine, I have my glass of wine or whatever. Like, I'll eat a huge meal. So that way I feel satisfied, I feel full. I don't feel deprived, and I have a dessert too. If I want a dessert, I'll have a dessert. But I make sure that meal is everything that I'm craving, everything that I want in that setting, okay? So I don't feel bad after eating it, because I know that the rest of the evening, I have more than enough time for my body to just kind of break it down and burn it off. Not only have I seen so many changes in my body as far as it's starting to tone up, I'm starting to slim up a lot quicker, and my body is liking this little routine that I'm doing. So that's pretty much what's been working for me. If I want, sometimes I'll have my tea in the morning. Like, I have a Teamy Blends tea, which I'll show you guys, that I've been taking, or I have a mint tea, black tea, green tea, something hot, or I'll have my coffee. And then I'll have whatever I want, a huge, big, luxury, delicious meal, because that's what makes me happy. I'll eat whatever I want, one big meal. I'm pretty much full after that. If I do a night session, which sometimes I lift at night when I get off of work, sometimes my body's like hungry, but I pretty much just give it protein. So if I eat something in the evening, it's just gonna be a protein shake. Like my vegan, my plant-based protein chocolate, I make sure I just pack it up with protein and I chug it, or I'll have some tea at night as well, and that's just gonna settle me until the next day, and then I'm usually fine. So that's what my nutrition and my diet has been on. I haven't really been focused too much on keto, low carb, or anything. If I'm gonna eat whatever I want, even though I know it may be bad for me, and I don't always eat bad every day, but if I know it's gonna be bad for me, I'm like, okay, this is what I'm treating myself for today. Or if I'm craving something so bad, I wait, like, I've already had my meal. I'm like, okay, that's what I'm gonna eat tomorrow. I'm gonna give myself what I want tomorrow during my eating window. So I have been intermittent fasting. So yeah, pretty much I'm on an 18/6 split. So I'm pretty much fasting for 18 hours, apart from like my coffee and tea. And then I eat within like a 6-hour window. So that's what my nutrition has been consisting of. And I just find that it works for me. So I'm not depriving myself. I just eat one big meal, a nice entree, a nice appetizer, a nice dessert, a little cocktail, wine, whatever, and I'm good. Okay. So that's what my nutrition is right now. And my body's been liking it, because it doesn't feel like it's starving itself, because I'm still hitting all my macros. I'm eating everything I'm supposed to eat. And that's pretty much it. Now, as far as like my regimen, as far as workout, I try to strength train at least 3 or 4 times a week. I've been using the Sweat app, which I'll put somewhere on the screen, and I love that app. It pretty much shows you all your workouts, what you need to do. It even has like nice meals, food ideas that you can make with your cooking or whatever. So it's a great app. I try to hit legs twice, and then I try to do like upper body, back, abs every day as well. And then I do like upper body day. So I'll try to lift 3 to 4 times. With my schedule, I try so hard to be like a 5 a.m. wake up. I'm just not there yet. I will get there, but I'm just not there yet. I find that I can lift better at night when I get off at 10. I go to Anytime Fitness, so they're, one of my gym, I go to Anytime, LA Fitness, Crunch, all of them, because they all offer different things that I really like, and I have my Peloton. So pretty much I made a routine to where I work 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. and then when I get off, I go straight to the gym and I lift heavy. You gotta lift heavy, okay? And that's what's really transforming my body. So I try to pick up weight each week, like increase it by 5-10 pounds, even if it's lower reps. I'm gonna lift heavy, okay? That's the key to transferring your body, lifting heavy. So I do that 3 times when I get off of work, or 4 times. And then on my days off, I focus on cardio. I don't do steady state cardio anymore. I don't do walking. I still walk for my mental, or I walk my daughter in the morning, so that helps burn calories as well. But I love HIIT. So I'll do HIIT on my Peloton, or I'll do HIIT on the treadmill where I'm just sprinting on and off like 5 minutes, 15 minutes, boom, I'm done. And the calories that I burn that way, instead of like steady state cardio for like 30 minutes to an hour, the difference is ridiculous. So pretty much I'll do cardio on all my off days, hit cardio or sprints on my Peloton, which I've been slacking on my Peloton because I don't know, I just been wanting to like stay, you know, go out, get in the gym, just be in a lifting environment. I still love my Peloton, I'm just not getting back on it. But even when I do my Peloton, I'm doing Tabata, I'm doing HIIT. I did a scenic ride one night when I got home because I didn't feel like lifting. My body was still really sore. So I did a night scenic ride, one of Hawaii, which was so beautiful. The scenes, the music, it was therapeutic. It was perfect. It was a perfect 45-minute ride. So I love that. So that's pretty much what I've been doing. So I don't deprive myself. I eat one big meal a day. My snacks consist of like protein shakes or those little macro bars, tea. I just don't deprive myself, but I'll just eat little snacks in between. But I pretty much don't eat until 12, 1 or 2 o'clock, and then I'm done eating by 6. I don't eat the rest of the night unless it's tea or protein shake, and I don't eat the next morning unless it's my full coffee. So I'm just finding that works for me. I don't know if this is the healthiest thing to do. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a dietitian. I just know what my body is liking. My body likes HIIT and my body likes heavy lifting because I have a curvy shape and my body just loves. I'm just finding that my body is responding well to that. I also drink teas that actually curb my appetite. That helps. So like my teeny blends I've really been liking lately too. So I'll do a video on that and I'll show you guys exactly what I do, what my regimen is. So that's pretty much it. I don't want to get on here and ramble too much, but if you guys have any other questions, if you guys want to know more specifically on what type of workouts I do on my lifting days, just let me know. But honestly, if you can discipline yourself, if you can intermittent fast, and if you can at least work out heavy and lift weights at least 3 times a week, and then on your off days that you're not lifting, just do cardio. If you gotta walk. If you can do HIIT in your neighborhood, you can just run as fast as you can for 30 seconds, walk for a minute, run as fast as you can for 30 seconds, walk for a minute, do it for 10, 15 minutes. You're gonna see your body transform. And if you are not the type of person that just wanna do low carb, you like your rice, you like your pasta, okay, until you're able to choose healthier options, like you have that, give yourself that, but have it in a smaller window. If you're gonna eat carbs, eat it earlier in the day. The earlier the better, because you have the rest of the day for your body to burn it off. So eat it earlier in the afternoon, no later than 5, 6 o'clock. Don't eat nothing like that towards the end of the night, because that's just gonna stick to you. You're gonna wake up bloated, you're gonna wake up with a fat neck, and you don't want that, okay? We're trying to get rid of our necks all 2021 summer, okay? And that's pretty much what I've been doing. So that's the nutrition, that's the lifting. Also, I've been like on the spiritual side of things, I've been meditating and envisioning who I am in my head, who I want to be, what kind of body I want to have, what kind of brand I want to build for myself. I visualize it and I act as if, and I talk like I'm already at my goal weight or my goal body. And I'm finding that the more I meditate on it and I'm making plans and I'm making steps towards doing that, I'm finding that my body is transforming faster too. I know it sounds crazy, but what you put out is what you give. You put the work behind it, and then you meditate on it, you envision yourself being your best self, your best body. It's gonna happen, and consistency is key. The consistency is what's gonna make or break in that nutrition. So those are the things that I pretty much have been doing. I'm visualizing who that woman is, who Meshia is, my best self. And I think, what would she do today? She would be lifting, she would work out, she'll work out early, get it out the way. If you're not a morning person, if you're not a night person, get it out the way. You know what I'm saying? She would do this. She would meditate, she would run, she would, read self-help books, she would, inspire others. I literally think who she would be and what she would do, and I'm going to act like her in my mind until I become completely who she is. So that's what's been working for me. I wish there was some big secret. There's not. Stress could probably have a lot to do with it too. I've been working a whole lot, so I haven't had time to eat as much, but I'm just finding that being consistent, lifting heavy, intermittent fasting is what's been transforming my body. So I'll show you guys pictures before and after of what I've looked like from the beginning. There are gonna be some crazy pictures. It's okay, I don't care. You already know I built this platform on my vulnerability, and that's not gonna stop now. So I hope this inspires you. You can get back to your best self after having a baby. Like, I'm 30 years old. I used to drop weight like that back in my 20s. Now, as I'm getting older, I'm realizing you got to put in a little bit more work. You got to be a little bit more consistent. I can't really do what I used to do. I had to change it up and find out what my body likes. So everybody's different. You can definitely try it. Let me know if it works for you. Comment down below what you guys have been doing to drop the postpartum baby weight, or just dropping weight, body fat in general. We want to be our best selves. I'm striving for that this year. I'm coming for everything the enemy said I couldn't have this year, and I'm excited. I'm getting my body right. I'm getting my money right. I'm getting my mind right, my spirituality, my mothering right, everything. I want to be the best person that I can be. So, and I want to inspire others. That's what makes me happy. So that's it, y'all. That's pretty much what I've been doing. So I'm trying to see if there's anything else. There's not really anything else that I've been doing. So definitely try that. And then let me know if that works for you. If you haven't already, make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed my workout routine this morning, my full body workout, you know, my getting ready. And now I'm going to go downtown and eat lunch with my friend, try to get a good picture. I know you guys are going to want to know what I'm wearing, so I'm going to try to take a good shot, just get some content, and pretty much eat whatever I want today, be done by 5, 6, and then I actually have to work tonight. So that's pretty much my schedule. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Mwah. Bye.